You don't even drink coffee.
Oh, yeah, like a milkshake or...
Oh, you get a milkshake. Oh.
You don't want to say a milkshake, mate.
This includes venues as well, so when you go out, get that rig out before you get kicked out. That's something I live by.
Because I know we'd go to horse camps and you'd meet everyone and then everyone would keep in touch
Sorry.
with. You'd get on MSN and then...
You want to readdress that?
What?
What kind of camps are you going on?
Anyway, week of a lifetime. It was absolutely massive. I was all over the place, driving hours
Didn't
and
you
hours
just
a
do
day.
your weekly update?
Well, that was not it. How did you do it? I had a
Hello?
nightmare about the... Well,
Oh, you're not even going to let me introduce the pod.
I suppose I did it last time. Fair cop.
Well, welcome back to
So I had
Trust
this
Us.
nightmare about the pod last night. It was
Was
actually...
it like this? Was it going like this?
It was worse than this. It was like along the lines of it being a bit shambolic. But basically we were at this like live amphitheater theater. And someone on stage called up. And next up is Trust Us, the podcast, doing a live episode. And you got up real calm and you're like, oh yes, this is what we're ready for. And I was like, what? I was like, we have not prepared for this at all. Like, we have not talked about what we're going to do. This is a live thing. There is no hiding. And thankfully I woke up somewhere in between getting up from our seats and moving to the stage. But that moment went on for hours. I mean, I slept probably had 6 or 7 hours last night. Somehow that situation went for that long.
It was all the pod. Well, we love that. That's what our listeners are prepared for today. And like, honestly, man, you should have been pretty comfortable because it ain't like we do much prep before we jump on here. So,
And you know what? You actually said that in my dream. You're like, oh, relax, mate. We never prepare for these anyway. And it didn't help. I was still just like, no, that's not how it works. Like, that can't be how it works. But yes, you are listening to the Trust Us podcast. Dos and Pros here with you today, having nightmares actually about this very moment. So I'm shaking in my boots. Can you take it away, buddy?
yes. You know, it's weird. Some people like literally. So if you don't dream, does that mean you don't have nightmares? Because like, and also, do you grow out of nightmares? Because I had some popping up recently as well, and I was like,
Do you grow out of nightmares? Am I just being childish in my sleep? Is my subconscious just being silly?
It has to be, doesn't it? Like, I would never imagine that my old man had nightmares. I could not imagine.
It's just too pathetic. Like, oh, your brain's scaring you while you're asleep. Grow up.
Yeah, I think actually maybe it's what it keeps me thinking I am young. If I have, so like, there's a positive to nightmares because I'm like, maybe I'm still a little kid. I'm still a little young boy.
No, that's pretty embarrassing for you, actually, Dos. I don't think that's the case. I think that men of our fathers' generations just wouldn't have said anything. They wake up in like a cold sweat and they just go, I can't let anyone I know what just happened.
Jeez, it's hot in here.
Yeah, splash some water in your face and go to work. It doesn't matter what time it is, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll just go to work, I think.
Gotta work early.
I gotta go to work early. I'm not going back to sleep. Like, I'm not going back there.
You can't send me there. You
They're
can't.
going to put me on stage to do a podcast. I can't do it.
That's why the older generation works so hard. They're actually just scared to go to sleep. There you go.
There you go. You never grow out. You never grow out of them. But no, I actually don't dream very often. I'll be honest. I'm one of those people.
Ooh, you're one of them.
So that's why when I do, I actually do remember it for a moment. But I've heard there's some we need to do a road guide to dreams actually with some research. But anyway, I've heard some weird things about dreams and that like you can't remember your dreams or you dream in black and white or something like that. But my dream wasn't black and white. Like I know, I remember my dream.
Yeah,
Or
fair.
do
Well,
I?
Oh shit! Well, my nightmare's been a bit of a reality lately.
Oh,
fucking-
Can we talk
Hear me
about
out!
this?
Hear me out! Obviously, I tore my calf, and but then in my big comeback game playing footy, I dislocated my finger. So so as soon as I went, I lost my emergency. What do you call it? Emergency room virginity. So that was the first time I've ever been to a hospital where it's not for me, not for someone else. And I was just like, so I really wanted to avoid it.
I need you to elaborate on that though. Like, have you? I know when you were a kid, you probably went whatever, but like as a baby, I'm sure were you born? Like, don't be
I'm
too
a
tough.
country boy.
Don't talk too tough. No, but Like had you for any reason laid down in a hospital bed for yourself at all?
Never,
Dude,
ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed.
I know, and I actually bragged about it, I think, a couple of weeks ago as well.
Oh,
And then, so when I popped it out, the footy trainer popped it back in and then went back out there. And then it sort of just kept popping out. And I was like, And then the physio was like, you should probably go to emergency and make sure there's no breaks or anything like that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is Saturday too, mind you. And like the Freo West Coast Derby was on Saturday night.
yeah.
And I'm like,
stupid suggestion.
Yeah, I'm not going to the emergency department on a Saturday night when,
Don't you have duct tape or something? I'll be fine.
I'm thinking, there's going to be serious stuff in there. So I'm going to have to wait a long time. So I was like, all right, I'll just go in on Sunday. So I went and had brunch and then, then just got dropped off at the emergency.
I love that your brunch date. It was like, yeah, after we have brunch, can you drop me off to the hospital?
Yeah, literally.
I think I'm having an emergency, but I want to have some scrambled eggs or something first.
Honestly, it was with producer Jazz from 101 First Date.
So
and I just jumped in the car and I was like, hey, after this, can you drop me to the hospital? She's like, what? It's pretty smooth process. Just like walked in there, just give you your name, you sit down, and then bang, straight in there. Oh, it was pretty quick.
That's pretty amazing. You've done well, actually.
I was done in about an hour and a half, and in that, had an X-ray, had an examination, got it strapped up, and
Australian
then
healthcare, mate. Good job.
Yeah, I know.
Well done.
All about it. That was it was a bit
That's
of a
probably
burn.
like an $800,000 invoice in America or something like that,
Probably. And so much so, because it was free, I'm like, fuck it, I can injure it again. So I played on the weekend with one hand.
Yeah. All right.
And then I told my hand specialist, and she just shook her head at me. I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, so maybe I've been winning a little bit. And then also, finally, after years and years and numerous teammates, finally won trivia. And it's very satisfying.
Buddy. Welcome to the chosen few, trivia champions. Me, that's kind of a weekly deal for me. Thursday nights at the tavern.
Yeah, because your team's like 12. You have the biggest team in the room. Am I wrong?
That is so dumb. What a stupid thing to say.
Answer the question.
It's not true. I just don't know how you're saying that, because people in town say that, and it's just not right. It's just not true. And I'm wondering, have you been getting? Because like some people I didn't even know paid attention to me. Go, yeah, I've seen like 18 people on your team in pictures.
Shit.
I'm like, no, not at all. Anyway.
There's only 22 people at the pub.
No, we're pretty good. I think the most we've had is probably, I want to say 10, but I'm feeling 9. Regularly, we will get 8. Almost every time we'll get 8.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
But the team size is like 6 to 8, so it's kind of
Should be 5 to 6. I think anything more than that's a bit greedy.
I agree, but I mean the venue wants, like, they're not going to argue with the amount of beers and palmies that we're buying. They're like, it's 2 extra people. That's like an extra $100 per person kind of thing. Let them have it.
Yeah. Nah, fair. Well, obviously been an upsy downsy week for me. And then, had some sad beers on the weekend. Oh. Where do sad boy beers rank in the echelon of beers? So obviously there's like shower beers. I think that's number 1.
The 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock beer after work on a Friday, maybe. I feel like that's a pretty top tier beer.
It's definitely up there. I reckon sad boy beers are above that, because they're a bit unique. They are different.
This would have been a really good blind ranking, actually. I feel like we've possibly ruined it for us now. You might need to do that with
bring that in as a segment.
I was thinking that after you hurt me last time we did that. I think about it. I think, wow, it really set me up for failure there. And I wonder, and I thought to myself, is that the whole point? Are blind rankings just a practical joke from the person asking, because they know that no matter what thing you leave, they've got something that's diabolical up their sleeve or something amazing up their sleeve, so they can make it like
go either way. Yeah. But then I guess you could open. Yeah, no, I'm interested. You know what? You do a blind ranking of beers for me
right
like
now.
You've got time. We'll give you to the end of we'll sort of do it as a later segment in the pod.
Yeah.
You reckon you can craft up? I know you're not the biggest beer drinker, so you're gonna have to think of a few
drinking
scenarios.
a fine Shiraz Cabernet Jacob. No, I drink beer. I've just got all this leftover alcohol from my wedding. I don't have to say it every time because it makes me sound like a loser alcoholic. But I'm actually an epic alcoholic.
Well, I like my beers like I like my women. Pure Blonde. Please sponsor us.
That's good. I'm surprised you didn't. You know how some people like get a weird attachment to a brand for some random reason? I feel like you should have been a Pure Blonde drinker just so you can make that joke every time.
I'll be honest, when I'm buying beers for myself, it's pretty much always Pure Blondes. If I got a few mates over, then I might buy something a bit different because cop a bit of flack for it. But yeah, I reckon the Blondies, they just low carb beer that tastes like full carb beer.
Shut up.
I'll take that any day.
Shut up. You're doing this for free. It's pathetic. It's sad. I hate to hear you lower yourself.
Free
was
beers.
I talking to you?
They're a good one. They're a good one as well.
Was I talking to you about going into the pub and always trying to buy a niche off-brand beer? I love it.
I don't think so.
If I'm
Seems
buying
a very
for myself,
Melbourne thing to do.
If I'm buying for myself, yeah, I mean, our range is kind of limited, but not really. Shout out to the various bottle shops in Longreach. Drinking beer is actually something we're quite known for out here.
4X Gold or Great Northern.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Great Northern Original, Great Northern Super Crisp. I mean, slow down.
4X Red. There's
4X
there's
Red.
4 taps already full.
Summers,
You've only got a
4X
fifth
Summers.
Tap.
That's one.
All
Yeah.
the taps full.
No, but I love going into a bottle-o and just getting something I've never seen before. Maybe it's in a bright blue. It's a beer in a bright blue can. And it's like, okay, I'll try that.
The Dan Murphy's like little discount section where there's just random beers.
On the way
we bought
out?
Duff beer there once for like $10 or something, or $2 a can. It was terrible, but hey.
There's always the fridge, the little fridge that has all of the things that might have, 5 of them might have been lost in some crash, and there's like one surviving beer. I will definitely frequent that. That's where I had the Fireball,
100%.
the Fireball mix the first time. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I reckon that's if I was dating someone and they didn't like that little thing and didn't want to grab something from that, deal breaker.
See, I'm curious, and I mean, to cross promote here, shout out the 101 First Dates pod. I mean, you talk about Ix all the time, but have you talked about like certified something that you could do if you like got really cynical about dating, that you would just go into a date, first thing you ask, this is something like straight off the bat. We talked about something today actually along this line, but it was like, when a girl goes in and says, hey, before we even start talking, show me your Instagram Explore page. I'll decide about you from there and go on. And it's just like deal breaker straight off the bat, and you just immediately get ruled out. Is there anything that you could ask, say, or do, and maybe you need to ask your fellow panel members, that was just like you could just walk into a date and just be like, bang.
Yeah, I reckon it wouldn't miss either. If I just walked up and like was just like, have you ever been overseas? And if they say no, done. It's just simple as that. If you're around our age and haven't traveled, geez, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna test you on that. But what is it about? Do you know those people? Do you know someone like that? Have you encountered someone like that? Do you know that they're inferior?
That hasn't
or
traveled.
Do you just assume they're inferior?
They just don't they're just not risk takers, which is sort of my whole life. Like you don't have to. I don't expect anyone to be on my level, and I don't want them to be on my level of just chaos, mate. I'm not saying
you're
this is not a
insufferable
pro
tonight, dude.
Get out. I'm not saying this is a positive. It definitely works against me a lot of the time.
I don't want them to be like me. Anything but like me.
Oh shit.
It's getting too real, dude.
Yeah.
Look, sorry, Doss. Sorry, big fella. Take a breath. Regroup. Today we're talking on the Trust Us podcast about the Road Guide, as we always do. It's the recurring segment. Some might say it's the foundation of this glorious, long-running podcast that these days is relatively consistent. So don't knock us for that. We're talking about winning, the Road Guide to winning. Are you a winner, listener? Are you a winner? Probably not. Probably not. You're here listening to this podcast. You could be listening to anything. You're listening to this one? We can help you become a winner. But you'll have to keep listening. To be fair. I'm a bit of a winner, Doss.
10 years.
I'm a bit of a renowned winner.
Oh, yeah?
It's a real draw. People are drawn to me because I win. I had just when I was at Cairns, my fellow Outback Run Club runners, they were like, "Oh, how cool's the medal?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Does someone want it?" I don't keep these. I don't need them. I don't want them. I throw them out.
Didn't
And they're like,
Muscle
"What?"
Dan grab your medal?
Didn't what? No, he didn't. He didn't.
They gave him 2, one for each pint.
I across the line. I'm like, "Where's my medal?" And they're like, on fucking muscly Dan.
If you want it, you got to wrestle.
Nah, I didn't want it. And I said, I don't want it anyway.
That's why you didn't want it.
Yeah. And I was like, I need to come up with a really good reason why I didn't want to challenge him for that. No, but I really don't. Trophies, medals, don't care. Throw them out. I threw them all out recently, and I'm already starting to run out of space from all the ones I've won since. So yeah,
You threw out
Bit
your
of a winner.
medals.
yeah, it's junk.
I
It's
didn't even know you
trash.
could do that.
Exactly, it feels illegal. It felt like a really. It felt like the wrong. I was like, this isn't just an item. This is something means something. But you can't
Yeah.
just throw them out.
Fuck.
And life goes on.
Shit.
Yeah, real shit.
Interesting. I've got plenty of. Yeah, I've got some. Yeah. I'm a bit of a loser though.
Oh man, this is an emotional journey. This one. Yeah, I've always been a bit of a loser. Actually,
I go for a footy team that's never won a fucking game, a grand final. My local team's won one game in 2 to 2.5 years. Bloody hell. What's next?
That's so good. That is so good. But yeah, winning. That's what we're talking about today. Step 1, win.
Oh, shit.
It's an easy way to become a winner.
That's where I've been going wrong.
Shut it down. I'm going to go out and try that.
Let's start with the first step.
A lot of people think, I mean, I'd imagine non-winners probably think it's hard to win. But it's not. It's actually really easy. I mean, you're thinking like, oh, how am I going to be the bloody Brownlow medalist for the AFL? Like, that's ridiculous. How am I going to be Noah Lyles, who it pains me to even compliment him in the 100 meters gold medalist in the Olympics recently? Slow down. Most people aren't doing that. I'd say 99.99% of people aren't doing that. Choose something niche. There's so many niches out there, and people in the niche take it so seriously that actually being a champion in the niche gives you something really, gives you something to really be proud of. For me, it was American football. I know what you're saying, Dan. That sounds really impressive, actually, because American football is a multi-billion-dollar thing, and you were a winner. Well, actually, I was playing it in Australia, so it was basically like everyone that couldn't quite cut it with the rugby league, rugby union, AFL, soccer, you name it, really. They'd come and play gridiron. Not really. Shout out to my American football players, but I mean, there were a lot of people that had no business playing sports that made a decent, had a decent little career off it.
I think you're right. Like, I couldn't win anything on the AFL field, so I came and played gridiron as well. And then I did win.
Yeah,
I was,
I don't get that story.
The people want to know. The only reason why I got into gridiron is because you played gridiron for a different team.
Yeah,
And
I don't want to get it. I'm not sure what Dos is talking about, but
Oh, so you don't hear one positive story I have.
I feel like this story comes up too much, or maybe it's just because I'm so sick of hearing it.
It does come up a fair bit.
Long story short, just so you don't have to, trawl through all of our episodes, but you should. Maybe to hear how it was originally told. I was playing the sport, loved it, rated it. My friends, I was playing at Toowoomba. Then my friends in Sunshine Coast started playing it. And they were on some dumpster team, quite frankly. But the year that all my friends played, they won the Sun Bowl and saw my dream, essentially. They came up against the team that we played in the semi-finals. We devastated them. Like, we took all their players out, essentially. They injured all ours. We injured all of theirs. This shell of a team made it to the Sun Bowl to versus Doss's cute little team. And they could just do whatever they wanted because the team they versus had no players. Anyway.
Mate, we beat the top team to get into that game anyway. Anyway,
The Stingrays?
I think
Yeah.
the most iconic thing that came out of that was the photo of me and one of the other boys with the big trophy and then just giving you the finger, and we sent you that photo.
It was good. But to me, the real just thinking, Dan, you obviously weren't a winner. You're obviously still a bit of a loser. No,
I didn't say it. The listeners did.
I was the Queensland Sun Devils quarterback. I went to the Australian Institute of Sport, lived my dream, and I think about the Australian Institute of Sport every day. It is where dreams are made. It is amazing. And I'm one of the winners that went there. So, yeah, do something niche. Could go to the Australian Institute of Sport.
Yeah, I was wondering where we're going with that, actually. I was like, why are we talking about this? But good circle back. Good circle back. Step 2. Once you've won, don't be a sore winner. Because you can... Oh, mate, there are so many of them out there. Sore winners, like just the English in general.
Or like if you would win like a local football comp and send someone that loves the game the finger holding the trophy. Like, just as an example.
Shit example.
It would never happen. No one would do that, right, is it?
Hey,
what were you saying? What were you saying about the Brits?
The Brits. Firstly, they're the worst losers as it is, but they're actually even worse winners. Like, soon as they win a group stage of any sporting event ever, they're just like, it's coming home. And it hasn't come home for 60, 70 years. So just fucking shut up.
Just real quick, Dos. English listeners, do we have any or many?
We do have some, but what I do know is that we hate them as well.
Cool. Because, I was just going to say, like, you're saying they're bad winners. You're saying they're bad losers.
They're good listeners, though.
I was going to say, are they just bad? Are we just off them?
Ooh, nah. I'll give them, sometimes. Nah, they lost. As long as they keep losing, I will still put up with them. Like, 'cause the thing is, they lose stuff and then claim that they win. They claim the moral victory.
The moral victory.
Oh, it's iconic, isn't it? You just don't want to chat too much once you lose, because if you do, it becomes a meme.
Yeah.
Like, and every time they lose the soccer, everyone's just like, oh, or whoever's in the final, they're like, it's coming home now to Australia or something like. So you just don't want to set yourself up there for that failure, because that's a double failure. That's a double L.
Do you know, though, and this might actually come up a little bit later in the steps, so I'm going to hold back, but I'm about to unleash. I've got some things to say. But before I unleash, I'm going to give a tip, so it's going to be very mild-mannered. Step 3, forget skills. You don't need skills to be a winner. You don't need to train. Get lucky. You can get lucky and win in so many different ways. Dos, you go to the casino, put it on red. Let's see what happens. Maybe you win. Maybe you've got do the lotto, the pokies, Keno. You can chase that winning feeling without actually having any skills. And I feel like maybe that's what makes gambling so popular, is that you can just be a winner. I mean, you could probably be a real... the loss, the consequences for losing are higher than ever, but you can just win without any skill. So don't worry about niches. Maybe you can't even win in your niche. That sucks. Do something lucky. Gamble.
No, get good at gambling on niche sports.
Be the guy that's like, oh, I've got a guy that knows about like the turtle 800 meter racing bloody circuit. He always puts me onto the good turtles, basically.
Yeah, that Taiwan under-16s badminton championship. I've got the underdogs covered through.
That's the next step. You're right. Maybe you can't even win by gambling. Go niche. Get lucky, niche. This is good. This is good.
Yeah. No, it's good. Well, step 4, I sort of hinted at this in step 2, is you do want to downplay your expectations of your victory. Like, in your head,
no,
guaranteed. Lock in, but you just want to don't tell them. Don't tell everyone exactly, because I've done it before, man. And you know what I'm like. I'm a loser. So I wear that burden a lot. So this time I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop. Just wait for the win. Wait to get it under the belt.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think downplaying it, I think that's being a sore loser in advance. So I remember, fair. I call back to the grade 7 cross country. Now, Nick Chapman was the kind of undisputed legend of our school. I think he might have beaten me in the cross country in grade 6. Then this new kid came in, young Jackie boy, came in and he was a threat. Now, I recall, I'm pretty sure I came second that year and beat one of them. And the commentary from one of them about I didn't even train. It's like I trained my guts out. I trained my guts out, and then to beat someone, have them go, and probably not beat them by much either. And go, I didn't even train. It's just like, I'm such a tryhard, and I was honest, like, man, I worked my guts off for this. And then he got around, I didn't really even train. Who really cares? Kind of thing. And it's like, you ruined it for me. You ruined my you ruined my second, which I was quite happy with. Maybe I won. I'm not sure.
I got this sort of a bit of the opposite. I got like tricked into thinking I was going to win. And it was like year 12 cross country, and like I was doing all right, like playing footy. I was in pretty good shape, but then like I tore my hamstring, in the lead up. But then like the bloke that won it, like he was gaslighting me, being like, "Oh mate, I think you're going to win it."
Way before it was cool.
Yeah, he was convincing everyone that I was going to win it, and I was like, "Fuck, I haven't even said anything."
Oh, dude, I hate that so much.
And
that's even worse because you're like, because you'd be like, I don't want this pressure. Like, I'm not saying I'm going to win. Like, don't everyone come to me saying like, "Oh, you're going to win." It's like I don't even think that's going to happen.
I'm like, I just wanted top 10. At best, maybe top 5. And then now they're telling me I'm going to win, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Here we go. Oh, mate. And then I got smoked because, well, I could barely run. I hadn't run for like 6 weeks.
That sucks, man. That sucks. I hate that when people, when out of your control, you become like a favorite. But I suppose that happens in sport, doesn't it? A lot of teams keep their, heads down and just do good, and everyone's like, oh, you're like, if you guys don't win the grand final, it's a waste of a year. You might as well have not even tried, sort of thing. We do it all the time, mate. We're guilty too.
Yeah, true. And I've said I'm going to win grand finals, and I've lost both of them. And BNFs, and I've lost all of them.
Oh,
fuck! Does anyone win?
I don't know. I'm actually curious now as well, because thinking about some of my memories. The examples I've given on this episode is a few second places, a third place in the gridiron. I might have been the Queensland quarterback, but we came like 4th in the country. Have I won? Did I win?
Oh, you finished marathons?
Finish them. I don't finish them, actually, more often than not.
Statistically.
I'm feeling down.
I've just won me mixed netball. I'll take that.
I win trivia. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, trivia. We'll take that.
Yeah.
So maybe this is just like having kids, this road guide, where we actually just don't know what we're talking about. We're actually uneducated in this.
No.
So, step 5, I'm unsure we can say this with conviction, but step 5 is just win.
I think it's impossible. I don't think it can be done.
I don't think I'm ready for step 5.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, scratch this one, guys. I think we've gone backwards.
Yeah, if you want to hear us speak with wisdom, then maybe go back to the Having Kids podcast.
Yeah, Jed has actually signed off on that and said that's exactly how parenting works.
Yeah, I had a few parents come in and be like, wow, well, you guys know a lot. And I was like, yeah, we do. Yeah. Comes with the turf. That's why you trust us.
Do you know, actually, speaking of becoming a parent, I think it'd be quite stressful at times. Do you ever think about your wrinkles, Dos, on your face? Look at this. Look at what's going on here.
Oh yeah, you got the forehead rings.
Yeah, but I don't. But when I'm not emotive or expressive, I don't have them. But now, whenever I sort of whenever I do something emotive, look at this, a big smile, and look at me,
mate. I've got the crow's feet, bro. On.
Yeah, I'm going to get them. I've got them right now. Anyway,
that's a bit of a concern. I cop it because honestly, the best thing about dating someone is that you get to steal their skincare routine as a man. And if I'm not dating someone,
are you a real skincare routiner?
Individually?
No, when you're in a relationship.
Yeah, oh mate, 100%. They'll be doing their skincare in the bathroom, and I'll just wandering.
What?
What are the chances? What are you doing here?
That's so boring.
You might as well do me.
How silly would that be? Oh my god, we're doing this.
Oh my god, every night of the week.
Thanks for continuously buying all this expensive stuff as well. I'm glad that we both get to enjoy it.
Expensive.
Yeah.
So, but maybe I should get something sorted. But otherwise, it's just cold water.
Yeah. Oh, that's my skincare routine. I think it's working pretty good. I think I'm kind of on the money here, dude.
Yeah, I think.
Don't say that.
Hold up. The problem is, once it's gone, it's gone. You know, once you start spiraling, you start spiraling. I've got a beard, which they say. Yeah, true. It'll get better these days.
You better not get Botox, mate. No judgment to people who get Botox, kind of. But I don't know, dude. Why is everyone getting Botox? What are we doing? We all look the same.
I don't think I'd just be my schnoz. I'd probably get straightened up if I really.
I don't know, dude. You could come to regret it, and then you might be like, "Oh, maybe I'll just do another little move on it, and then another little move, and then suddenly you're like Michael Jackson or something,
or Starlight from The Boys."
yeah. They all look the same, mate. They all just get they just go in. It's like there's one possible outcome, and they all just go for it.
Yeah, you know when they're like a hairdresser, there's those places that just have like photos of different hairstyles. And you're like, oh, that one. But like when you get Botox and stuff, there's just one photo.
It's just one head, and it's like that's it.
Oh my god, that's it. Give it to me.
It seems like it at least, but yeah. Anyway, that's my shower thought for the day. Well,
I did have another trams phobic experience.
Oh, Dustin,
not
sorry
for me.
to hear that, mate.
Oh, actually, this one was me. I might as well go through them both. But like, I'm sick of. I usually stand up, but because of obviously Coffeegate, where I fell over and took out old mate.
You're sitting in the pregnant lady seats.
I'm sitting in the pregnant lady seats these days, and then because I'm tall, you know, everything's low hanging. I get up. It's my stop. Got to work my way through the crowd. Bang! Smack my head on the pole as I'm fucking standing up to sort of leave. And I was,
you look like an idiot.
So all day,
my God.
all I'm thinking about. I'm like, bet every person on that tram is thinking about that dingbat. But I got to have, I guess there's like a cleansing feeling when you see someone else do it. Something similar. This I think is worse. This is all my fears happening at once. So I was on the tram on time, so I was sitting there, and the first stop, so it sort of waits a bit, and you don't actually know exactly when it's going to go. It just goes. So it was sitting there, and then it starts going, and then sort of stops because there's cars coming, and then someone's run towards the tram, and then seen it sort of slow down and stop. And I'm looking at her, and she starts smiling, being like, "Oh, thank God, it's going to open up for me." Doesn't open, and then just keeps going. And I was like, oh, I saw her face just drop. And I was like, oh, damn, girl. She even smiled and laughed that she had to run for it. And then she's like, oh, I made it at least.
And then you flipped to the bird.
And then I flipped to the bird.
And that was my intrusive thought. No, that's nice. Did you feel like that could have been like a sliding door moment? Actually, no, she took it well. I think she took it like normal people take it, Dust, where they're like, oh, the tram beat me today. That's all right. No,
she was angry.
Oh, I think she smiled.
Me. Yeah, because it had slowed down to stop to let her on. Well, not to let her on, but because there was traffic or something, and so it stopped. So that's why she was like, oh, sweet, I can get on. And then as soon as it started going, she was like, oh, what the fuck? She was just instantly grumpy, like, my day. My day's ruined.
That's gold. That's gold.
Yeah. And I was like, don't worry, girl, you're lucky. You got me on there fucking spilling coffees everywhere, so maybe
spilling coffees with like a cartoonish lump on my head from where I hit the bloody pole. Yeah. You're in shambles. Oh, Dos, actually, I've got something for you, mate.
Oh shit.
Blind ranking. Now,
I don't
know if you're ready for this, but there's going to be some crazy suggestions here that you're not going to expect. I'm going to start things off. We're talking about beers. We were talking about beers earlier. We're both enjoying our beers. My fruity beer, your pure blonde. Different types of beers. And we're not talking about like 4X Gold versus Great Northerns. We're talking about moments when you might enjoy a beer. We're going to start things off with what got us talking about beers today. Sad boy beers. Top 5. Where does Sad Boy beer rank?
I reckon Sad Boys are they're just clearly number 3. I think they're perfectly sort of in the middle. They're not the best beer, but I think they're really underrated as a beer.
Because I think that the underlying commentary is that you're sad, which kind of means it can't be like a top tier beer because to enjoy it, you have to be sad.
Exactly. And you'll just message a couple of boys and be like, hey, boys, I need some sad boy beers. And they'll just come around and just have some beers. and it just sort
Oh,
of
that's kind.
it's,
It is
it's
kind of
wholesome.
It's kind of wholesome, actually. But you're right. It's
Yeah.
not really like it's not a big beer. It's kind of like just a nice, needed beer. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
What about shower beer? It's the most mainstream of the beers.
It is fucking iconic. I love it. Is it the best beer? Or is it one or two? I'm leaning towards the topper end. And I just don't know what else beers there are hanging around, but I reckon there's better beers. There's two. I love a shower, but I'm going to go two.
Okay. See, I would actually disagree. I would put shower beers fifth. They're actually at the bottom of the top beers. Bottom of the top beers. How are you drinking that without getting water in it? I mean, come on. I know it's a technique problem, probably, but
you don't understand, man. Long hair, you got to tie it up. I keep that dry. I can keep my beer dry.
Unbelievable. All right, yeah, we're clearly different points in life. What about the post work beer? You come back, it's Friday, maybe it's summerish. Maybe you've had to walk the last 100, 200 meters to your house from the tram. Maybe you've had to walk home from work because you missed the tram and you're like, this day can't get any worse. Then you have that beer.
To be honest, I'm actually not a huge fan of them. I'm actually going to say number 5. It's not. I don't know. If I'm having beers, I'm having lots of beers. So coming like maybe if I was
it can
doing
lead
manual
to more beers.
Oh, true. Well, they could all lead to more beers, except Sad Boys because they lead to whiskey. But yeah, I think unless you're doing manual labor and like really getting into it, and you're coming home dirty, and you're still dirty when you have that first beer, then I think maybe that would pump it up a bit.
Stop. You're right. 2 office guys talking about catching trams and whatever home.
Yeah,
it's the weekend. You're doing outdoor work from like 8 a.m. You're mowing, you're poisoning, you're weeding, you're possibly doing some renovating. Not that again, this isn't something you do because you live in an apartment. You're right. You are. No, put it down at 5. You haven't experienced one of these in years, mate. Your dad would have one of these a week, possibly numerous times a week.
Just after his nightmare. 3
a.m. Oh, I better go to work. Better start driving.
Oh, is it nightmare beers? Number one.
All right. Next time you have a nightmare, do a nightmare beer. It doesn't matter what time it is. Just try it. Just like 11 o'clock, you wake up.
Oh, shit. I got to go.
Yeah. All right. What about an ice cold beer? A cartoonishly cold beer.
Is this after working out sort of thing?
I mean, kind of, maybe it's a bit too similar to the post-work beer, actually, now I think about it.
Pretty similar.
How about this? A free beer.
Oh, free beers.
You
Fucking
didn't pay
slap. I think they're just number 1. I know I'm a little cheap, but fuck, they just slap. Like, I had some on
if
Friday.
If your mate hands you a beer as well, and you know you're not going to get him back. It's like, he's like,
sweet.
Don't worry, mate, I'll take the first round, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, I'll get some of the later rounds at some point down the road. And you just go, he's never getting that back, is he?
Nah, I got to go in 5 minutes. I'm not even going to drink the whole thing. Yeah, I think it's just number 1. Like, I had some at work on Friday, and geez, I wasn't even after a beer, and I grabbed one. I was like, fuck, that just hits.
All right, so we've got last one's number 4, Pure Blondes.
Was that just it?
I feel like you've just cost us the sponsorship deal by ranking it at 4th.
Yeah, I can live with that though, because they are good, but it's not necessarily my favorite beer.
I was going to say warm beers, just so that you could really double down on not liking the ice cold beer after work.
That would be pretty good.
But I was more interested in sabotaging your sponsorship deal with Pure Blonde.
Yeah, that's all right. I can work back. I'm pretty good at getting back in the good books of the Pure Blondes. So we'll see how we go.
Not my first rodeo.
Yeah, I've been training for this for a while. Oh, yum. Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we're just creating segments on the fly.
Blind
My
rankings.
listeners just they got to appreciate. I know it's pretty done on TikTok these days, the blind rankings, but yeah, we can bring it back. You know?
Yeah, I mean, not everyone's on TikTok. Not everyone's even reeling that much. I mean, maybe I'm an outlier, but yeah, I'm not seeing that stuff much. But I know they're doing it. I know the kids are doing it for sure.
Yeah, there's a game to be had. Also, just while we're on topic of the Olympics, if we could just beat the French, that would be very nice. You know?
Oh, at like the rankings.
Yeah.
And what
currently-
rankings? I mean, there's millions of different ways to rank it. The Yankees rank it
We're not the
differently than the rest of
Americans.
the world.
Total medals. Fucking shut up. It's gold or nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. But also, like, people celebrating bronzes. What are your thoughts?
Hell yeah, dude! What are you talking about? They should be. I reckon they could. That's the moment. Here we go. Bronze is a moment for someone that has earned a medal to impress us with an amazing celebration. I mean, what about silver?
true.
The most famous silver in the history of silvers occurred recently. The Turkish shooter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's how you win silver. That's how you win a silver is just like no emotion. Yes, I'm good. I am good.
Yeah.
And then to win bronze, I think you need to over celebrate more than the people that win gold. And that's how you
Yeah.
win bronze.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
You need
"Fuck
to,
yeah."
you need to like break down and then just come up with some like really sad story or something, and like then it's like, and I came back to win bronze at the Olympics for my country of 20 people or something like that. I don't know.
I think
You're from America.
yeah, yeah. Well, they count total medals, so
Yeah.
it's actually a big deal. But I think it was Sally Pearson, the hurdler,
Yep.
when she did the 100, and I think she won. Did she didn't win gold? Surely not.
I think she won
I think
gold.
she did. Yeah, she won gold.
Sure.
And then, but the chick
Pull
that
that
won
up, Jamie.
and then the chick that won bronze, they were both celebrating together, like iconically,
Won
so
gold.
excited. Oh, that's huge. So yeah, her and the bronze celebrator were going so hard, but the person that won silver was not included in like the celebration because she was the favorite. She thought she was going to win gold.
She was bitter.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
so gold was like, I beat the person that was supposed to win, and the bronze person was like, I'm here.
Yeah, I shouldn't even be here. Yeah, so I think that's good. But then there's also the other side of it where it's like Naomi Fox in her whatever you call that canoeing thing, where it's sort of like
Battle canoes.
canoeing Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
But there's 4 in the final, so there's only 4, which I think is savage because it means one of them is just not getting a medal. So I think in that scenario, I'm not necessarily trying to win, but I am just doing
I'm not
everything
coming last.
not to come last. Bugger that. Oh, being
That
only
is-
first. That's an L. That's an L.
That is so savage. I have to shout out Jess Fox. We were watching an interview with her, and it was really. I knew what she was saying. I get what she meant. Like because her and it's Noemi,
No.
isn't it?
Was Naomi.
Anyway, Fox, her and her sister, like clearly, like obviously they're very close. They do the same sport, but like Jess was like really making it clear that like Jess was like the champion and had always been the champion and had always been the winner, had always won the medals, had always got the investment, blah blah
Oh,
blah.
Jess was saying this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
In the interview with
As
both
the
of
older
sitting there.
sibling.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
And
gotta let him know.
I was just like, this is the most older siblings. Like she was doing it like really, because you know where she was going with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was like, just see, it's like after all these years, to see my sister who's lived in my shadow.
But then the broadcast just cut it. That's savage.
Wow, fighting words from Jess Fox. And then she was like, then she went on to say like, how the best moment for her was when her sister won because it was just like 10 times the feeling of winning yourself, and it was really sweet. But like, she talked about how she was like the family champion for a good couple of minutes to get to that point, and you just see her
A lot
sister
of
was just like,
unnecessary info.
she was like, yeah. Yeah, I did fail. I did fail a lot, actually.
Yeah.
That was kind of a fuck
Sure.
up, wasn't it?
Yeah. Not sure why she's talking about the 100-meter race in year 6.
But yeah, that was
Yeah.
good. Winning, mate.
Winning.
All shapes
Well,
and sizes.
We're all winners here. We're all listening to Trust Us. And obviously, you're more of a winner if you're following us on Instagram, where we put a lot of juicy stuff.
Josh, you do a great job, don't you, mate?
Yeah. I work hard for that
You
one
do.
reel a week.
You do.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back 2 weeks because next week's 101 First Dates, and then Trust Us will be the following week. And hopefully by then we've smacked the French in the Olympics and do the road guide to French people. Nah, we don't give them airtime.
Depending on what the outcome is, yeah.